this is the part that I'm most excited to show you guys. Behind this door is my bedroom. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a really long time I haven't shot a video. All the videos you've been seeing on my channel all date from 5 or 6 months ago. So this is the first video that I'm filming in a really long time. In the meantime, I've actually gone back to Canada to spend the summer just to see my mom, see my friends, etc. And I also got this new camera right here. So the good news for you guys is all my videos from now on are gonna be in 4K. The bad news is that you're gonna be seeing my face in 4K. Anyway, as the video title says, I've actually moved to China. So this is very exciting news for me. Pretty much a dream come true, actually. So yeah, I've gotten a big boy job now. I'm working and I'm living here in Guangzhou city. I'll tell you guys all about it in a future video, but for today, I just wanted to give you guys a little tour of my place. Right now, I actually live in Haizhu district, which is at the center of Guangzhou city. Rent here for a 2-bedroom apartment is around 3,000 to 3,500 RMB. By the way, this entire place is renovated by yours truly. To be honest, when I first saw this place, I was a little bit skeptical because it was in a pretty bad state. I knew it needed a lot of work and I wasn't sure I was ready to put in that time and effort to rebuild this place. Ultimately, I did make a decision and it was a pretty good deal. I did see some potential, so I decided to take on that challenge. Let me roll you guys a clip of what it used to look like.
This is the house before the renovations. This was the main entrance just now. Then to the right, there is the bathroom. And then there's a brick here that you're supposed to use to cover up the toilet so that the rats don't come out apparently. The walls here are wallpaper, so this is likely gonna get removed. There's the kitchen over here. Very small kitchen. Wallpaper, wallpaper, and wallpaper as well. This is the original tiling floor. Also needs some work. Dining area. And then the living room over here. There's a patio area here, which is pretty nice. But I'm probably gonna do a deep clean of this.
The patio's not bad.
Not much of a view. There's a building right in front. This area has some good potential. Just needs a little bit of work redone. 2 bedrooms over here. First bedroom.
That's a guest room.
It's a little bit of a mess. Cozy little bedroom. It's actually gonna be used as a guest room or something like that. And then this is the master bedroom. It's much bigger than the guest room. There's a window here, and there's a little sofa area here. All my stuff is here. I just moved in yesterday night, so I didn't have time to do anything really. The wall here, there's a little bit of damage on it. You see the paint is peeling off. Apparently right behind this is the neighbor's kitchen, so that's why there's a lot of moisture on the wall. This is the room before all the renovations that are gonna be done. Excited to see how it turns out. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm very excited to put my own ideas into life.
This was back in July when I first moved in, but I had to go back to Canada a week later. Wow, I actually haven't seen this video in a very long time, so it's quite a surprise how much things have changed. For the past 2 months, I've just been renovating non-stop and I haven't even looked at this video ever since. Anyway, let me show you guys around. Let's start with where I am right now. So this is the living room. I wanted to go for this cozy and warm type of style, somewhat minimalist, but that's only because I just finished the living room and there's not much, as you can see. Painting the walls was definitely the hardest part of this entire process. I mean, just look at how big this place is. I chose an eggshell and cream kind of color because I wanted to go for something that was simple, and also because this place gets a lot of sunlight, I wanted to choose a color that really accentuates the living room during the daytime and just makes it feel like a snug and quaint area where you can rest. When I was cleaning out the place, all the other pieces of furniture were pretty much scrapped because no one was living here for a long time, and so the wood was rotten and pretty much just fell apart as soon as you moved it. The sofa is actually the only piece of furniture that I kept from the previous residence. For the sofa, I just bought a sofa cover. I chose a nice green color that was easy on the eyes and just felt visually appealing without clashing with the overall style of this room. For the flooring, it used to be tiles underneath, and I simply just laid some stick-on wooden panels on top. I didn't want to destroy the tiles that were underneath, and also I didn't want to put actual wooden flooring because it was simply too much work. Originally, I also wanted to change the windows for some completely new ones, but it was just too much work and too pricey. So I just decided to stick with the old ones. When I say old, they're pretty old. This is a style that was popular back in the 90s. And as you can see, this is how you open and close it. But I think I did make the right decision because they do go very well with this place. I installed some new curtains and some blinds, and I think it really helps elevate this entire place. I added some light wood furniture just to make the place feel more alive. Added some magazines and some books all around. I also put this map of China where I document where I've been. This area right here is supposed to be the dining area, but I don't have a dining table just yet. Over here is the entrance. I installed this shoe rack, and then there's a little seat and a mirror to check yourself out before you leave. By the way, guys, I am in no way an interior designer, so this place is nowhere near perfect. Please don't flame me in the comments saying I've broken the #1 rule of interior design or something. So yeah, that's it for the living room. Pretty big difference from what it was before. I think I managed to give it this nice and comfortable feeling that a house should have. This is exactly the type of place where I wanna have a drink in the afternoon, maybe read a book, play some board games with some friends. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with what I've done. So this is the balcony. The balcony did not go through that much change, but it did get a deep clean. The previous owners did install this metal mesh all around. And there's also these metal sheets on the balcony sill, which I also found not that appealing. But I did like the idea of the fake grass and the tiles on the balcony floor because I think it gives it that really natural kind of vibe, kind of as if you had your own backyard in the balcony. So I stripped the balcony of everything. I laid a new sheet of fake grass and some new tiles of a wooden color. During the day, this area gets a lot of sunlight and some pretty good airflow, and so this is the perfect place to hang your clothes to dry after washing. Not much change to the balcony except for that deep clean, but I did add these fairy lights to give it that atmosphere at night. That way you can grab a chair, sit down, and just breathe in the fresh air while having a drink. Over here is the bathroom. So first and foremost, yes, it's a squatting toilet. I'm not a big fan of it either, but it's just something that I've gotten used to at this point. This was the only part that the landlord did not want me to touch because they said it would be a lot of trouble if we changed the bathroom up and it caused some leaks downstairs. This was something that we both did not want to risk, and so I just decided to stick with the toilet we have now. I did remove all the junk and the tacky wallpaper from the bathroom and gave it a deep clean. After installing these racks and these shelves, I think it looks a little bit better. You know, it's still the same bathroom, but it just feels much cleaner, to me at least. The only thing that's somewhat bothering me is this sink right here. This sink right here only dispenses hot water. And when I say hot water, it's like boiling hot water. And this tap right here only dispenses cold water, which is a little bit weird to me, but I can live with it. Right beside the bathroom is the kitchen. There's not much to see, to be honest. So I stripped the kitchen of all of its previous decorations, but I have not gone to work on it just yet. I think the bathroom and the kitchen would require some professional work, and maybe that's gonna happen in the future, but for now, I live alone, so it's not that big of a deal to me. There's also a guest room over here, pretty much untouched. I use it as a storage room for now, but it can definitely accommodate some friends or family if someone was ever to visit me. Okay guys, now this is the part that I'm most excited to show you guys. Behind this door is my bedroom. As you can see, completely different style from the living area, am I right? But that's exactly what I wanted to go for. I really like the contrast that it gives. It's like whenever you're going through that door, you're entering a whole new dimension. So this is my working and sleeping area. You can call it a man cave if you want, but this is pretty much my dream setup. I painted the room this gray color because I wanted something cool and somewhat more modern. This room actually had a lot of damage to the walls to begin with, and it was something that I had to take care of. Replastering the walls and also painting them once again, it was a long and complicated process. The painting was the hardest part. I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again, but painting is such a drag because not only do you have to paint, you also have to make sure the wall is ready to be painted. And also, I thought that 2 layers would be enough, but I ended up painting the walls 3 or 4 times just for the color to really show. So after the walls was the flooring. I liked the previous color, but I obviously had to strip the room of the old floor because it was just so dirty and moldy. The previous tenants also used the stick-on wooden panels, which is where I got the idea from. And so I removed the old flooring and then relaid some new ones to make it look clean. As for the furniture, I threw out everything and I only kept the bed, but I painted it black just so that it matches the aesthetic of the room. So on this side is my bed and my clothing racks, and on this side is my computer setup. I have this L-shaped desk which is perfect for my needs, so this is where I do all my work. I have my PC over here. Some components like the GPU, the CPU, and the motherboards are actually from my computer in Canada. Yes, I brought them in my luggage all the way to China. I mean, these are the most expensive parts, so I might as well just bring them if I'm not using them in Canada. Some more decorations here on the walls. I think it really helps showcase my personality and what type of person I am. And you may be wondering why I'm doing all these renovations. I mean, this is only a rental. This house is not even mine to begin with. I totally understand this concern, and a lot of people have actually brought it up. But I do plan on living here for the next few years to come, and I truly believe that you need to be in the right headspace in order to accomplish your goals. And part of that is dependent on your environment. So what I'm trying to say is that by being in a place where I can feel comfortable, where I can truly express myself, this is where I'm gonna be the most productive and creative. All right, everyone, so this is gonna be it for today's video. I'm so happy to be finally done with the renovations. It was a very long and arduous process, and I also had to work at the same time. So all my free time would be spent doing these renovations, whether it was daytime or nighttime. It was definitely a learning process because obviously I've never done this before, and I did make some mistakes along the way. But you know, it's only natural and you learn from them. Renovating a house by myself is definitely something that I wanted to accomplish in this lifetime, and I'm so glad I did. But to be honest, it's probably something that I'm not gonna be doing again because it's just way too much time and effort. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys a quick update on my situation and what has been going on in my life lately. This is definitely a new chapter and a very exciting one. Look forward to more content in the future, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.